guys, it's Jackie with Intoxicating Arts, and today I'm going to make a Lawn Fawn Mother's Day card. And this is the sketch that I made just to get an idea of what the card should end up looking like. I'm starting off with the little mama owl with her baby owl in her arms stamp from the Lawn Fawn Mom Plus Me stamp set. It's a great Mother's Day set, and it even has a grandma sentiment in there. I'm using this stamping tool, which is actually a DVD case with some foam and metal in it with some rare earth magnets. It's kind of a cheaper alternative to the MISTI, and it helps you get those double stamped images. That was Distressed Walnut Stain ink, which I'm using again here to quickly make a mask because they're going to be sitting on top of a tree trunk. And I just wanted to show this really quick because you can actually use painter's tape for these smaller images to create a mask, and you don't need to have the more expensive masking tapes that are out there. And I'm just cutting off the bottom of this because the top doesn't matter in this case, since I'm just going to have them sit on the tree trunk. So here you can see I have the mask on the owls, and on the left side I'm inking up the tree trunk using some pigment ink, which is a color box ink in the color brown, and these are the cat eye ink pads. I'm just trying to get that inked up really good here, and I will actually end up stamping this multiple times because I'm stamping on watercolor cardstock, and a lot of times it's really hard to get a good image on watercolor cardstock, especially because of how textured it is. So I'm just going to peel the mask off here, and you'll see how perfect that came out, and it was really easy to do. I also used the grass images from the stamp set and just kind of slightly tilted it when I put it on the other side so they don't look exactly identical. And I stamped the Mom Plus Me's little tiny sentiment that looks like it was carved into the heart of the tree. Here I'm using some Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, and I'm just putting some color down really quickly to just get some color down. So I'm using the darker green right here, and I'm flicking in a few little blades of grass here and there towards the top. And then I'm also going to go in with the lime green color. This is from the set of 12 Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. So both these greens are in that set. And after I have that color laid down, this looks pretty bad right now, but all you have to do is go back in with a water brush and blend it out, and you'll get that effect that you see now. With the owl, I'm just putting some lines of color in here with the brown that came in the set. And again, it looks bad at first, but once you go in with a paintbrush and some water, it blends out perfectly. And that's another reason why you need to make sure to use the watercolor cardstock, because that will make a big difference on how your colors blend. I didn't have another brown since I have this smaller set, so I'm just pulling out my Staedtler Ergo Soft watercolor pencils and adding brown to the face. I wanted it to be a lighter color brown for the face, and there's definitely no problem with mixing different types of watercolor mediums to get the look that you want. Also, I felt that the tree trunk needed some color in it because the remaining area was white, which wouldn't be normal in nature on a tree trunk. So I'm just filling in a little bit of color there as well. And here you can see I'm using a water brush, just an easy way to get that color spread around. And for the sky, I wanted to go pretty simple here, using those same watercolor pencils, and I have two different colors of blue, and I'm just kind of scribbling in some cloud-like things here. Once I go over it with water and blend it out, it's not very noticeable, but there is a small wash of color on there, so it's not stark white. I'm mounting that piece onto some of the Lawn Fawn Perfectly Plaid cardstock, and this is from the 12 by 12 set, so it's on a larger scale. And one side has diagonal plaid, and then the other side has horizontal and vertical, so I think it's really fun that you get to pick which one you like. Now I'm stamping the sentiment, which is going to say, Mom, you give the best hugs. Again, using that Color Box pigment ink. I'm mostly using that a lot today because I've had it for a while and I always kind of neglect it, and pigment inks show up really nice. So I'm doing the Mom in the blue color, and once I get that stamped down on there, I'm just going to line up the other part of the sentiment, and it actually nestles in a little bit underneath the O and the M, and it fits perfectly on the 4¼ inch size piece of paper that I have for the card base. And that one I'm going to do in the purple color that came in the set, and I end up stamping that one a few times. It's kind of hard to tell that it is purple since it's in the green grass, but I just went with it and it still looks okay. Normally I would put the sentiment in the white area of the card, but I wanted to do it differently on this one. For the inside, I'm using a sentiment from the Celebration Scripty Sayings set. It's a new set, and it says Happy Mother's Day, and I'm just kind of lining it up here, making sure that the ink is only going to be where it needs to be, because these sentiments are long enough for a 5½ inch card. So I'm just making sure that it's not going to be running over to the other side. I used the purple Color Box Petal Point ink for that. And the same set also has Happy Father's Day. I'll be adding some pictures at the end, and thank you so much for watching, as well as a blog post link below. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.